You have learned function count or count a. Now let's understand function countifs. Many times we require to count certain cells with certain conditions. For example, suppose here in this case, particularly in this cell, I want to have count of students from city Nagpur in this particular column and having status BC. Here there are two conditions. One is city condition for Nagpur, second one is status condition for BC. And for getting count of these two conditions valid at a time and should give me the output, the function is countifs. How it works? The syntax is equal to countifs countifs, open the bracket. Suppose I want to have from Nagpur from column of city. So this is my range for city separated by comma, that is E7 to E26. Now I want to have a name of city, that is in double inverted comma Nagpur. Comma. Now second set of criteria range, in this case, earlier case, it is a criteria range of city and Nagpur as a city. Now second criteria range for status, that is this column from this to this, that is D7 to D26 separated by comma. And now the condition or criteria. What is the criteria? Count BC in double inverted comma BC and close the bracket, enter. See, here I got the count 2. What is 2? If you look at the formula, Nagpur from the column of city, that is E7 to E26, it will go for counting how many times Nagpur appear in this range, and again will go for another condition, that is D7 to D26. Again it will count for how many times BC is appearing at the backup of mind for the city Nagpur. So the outcome is 2. If you want to validate, let's apply filter for Nagpur. There are 3 entries for Nagpur and for BC 2. So this is the count 2, and it is giving you output. Here we have set of two criteria ranges and two criteria. Two criteria ranges E7 to E26 and D7 to D26 for city and status respectively, and two criteria Nagpur and BC. Let's try it for 3 different criteria with this same function countif is equal to countifs countifs, open bracket. Now what are these 3 conditions which we want to be given here in, that is city Nagpur, status open and gender. So remove filter. Here we want to find out the count of the students from Nashik having status open category and gender female. So function would be is equal to countifs ifs open the bracket, first city, comma, criteria is Nashik, in double inverted comma, again comma, status open, column of status is this D7 to D26, type comma, double inverted comma, open, OPEN, open. Again now third range and third criteria, that is gender, third range, comma, in double inverted comma, FEMALE, and close the bracket. Here it is giving me output as 1, means in the entire data which we are having here, for the combination of city Nashik with open status and female gender, count is 1. Just validate it. City Nashik, status open, though here are two, one is male, another is female, and we want it for gender, female, only one, so that is why 1. Let's remove filters. Now you know the outcome of each individual. Here in both the cases we entered the words Nashik, NASHIK, OPN, open, and FEMALE, female. It is not necessary that you have to type all the time the text therein as a condition. Here in this case we have the criteria identified here in these cells. We will take help of that. So remove double inverted comma and Nashik, just select cell address of Nashik. Instead of open, replace it with cell address of open. Instead of female, replace it with cell address of female. Enter. If you want to have Nashik open and count of male, I am changing the content of O3. It is giving me the outcome as this. Suppose I want to calculate it for Nagpur. Zero. Why 0? There is no male student with open category in Nagpur. Just validate. City Nagpur, status open, no open status, and even if you apply filter for male, and there is no open therein, so it is giving us 0. This is how these functions work. You can give cell address of the condition there in the function.